Hong Kong, a city where the East meets the West in a spectacular blend. From the moment you arrive, your senses will be overwhelmed by a mix of bustling commerce and stunning natural beauty. Towering skyscrapers reach for the heavens, reflecting the city's relentless ambition, while the temples whisper the tales of ancient traditions. As you explore the countless stairs and streets, you will discover some of the greatest food on earth, with every bite offering a unique experience. Hong Kong promises to change you in ways you never imagined. So come with me as I show you what to do, where to stay, and of course, what to eat. So let's get started. So my journey started in my city, Delhi. I arrived at the Indira Gandhi International Airport and took a 6-hour flight to Hong Kong, which costed me only 20,000 Indian rupees for the round trip, which is a steal in my opinion. So when you touch down in Hong Kong, you will arrive at the stunning Hong Kong International Airport. From here, the best and the easiest way to get to the heart of the city is by hopping on to the Airport Express. I pre-booked an octopus card from Klook, which costed me about 96 Hong Kong dollars or 1030 Indian rupees, with a preloaded balance of 50 Hong Kong dollars. You can glide from the airport to the Kowloon or Hong Kong station in just 25 minutes. Once you're in the city, there are several transportation options waiting for you. Hong Kong's public transportation system is efficient and clean, making it easier to get wherever you want to go. You can use your octopus card almost anywhere in the city. This includes trains, buses, and those double-decker trams. They call them ding ding, by the way, because the bells sound like ding ding, and it is actually a really fun way to explore the city. Quick tip: get on a bus or a tram, grab the seat in the front row at the upper deck, and enjoy the views of the city. Thank me later, or you can do it now in the comment section. The card also works on ferries at 7-Eleven and even in restaurants. Hong Kong is quite walkable, by the way, and found myself exploring a lot on foot. Walking gives you a chance to admire the city's stunning architecture. However, be ready for plenty of hills. Some parts are incredibly steep and my legs were literally destroyed at one point. So if you have luggage, it's best to use public transportation or get your ass in a taxi instead of trying to haul your bags up the hill. You can always use the mid-levels escalators if you're staying at mid-level central, where I stayed, by the way. This brings us to our second point: where to stay. So let me be completely honest with you, Hong Kong is not a cheap city. Depending on how you want to travel, it can be wildly expensive. But don't worry, I got you covered. So Hong Kong is basically divided into two major parts, and unless you're staying in the new territories, you will either find yourself in Kowloon or Hong Kong Island. Both have their own unique and distinct vibes. The choice really depends on your personal taste. So if you're interested in markets and shoppings, Kowloon is the place for you. However, if you want to be in the heart of it all, surrounded by those iconic skyscrapers and historic hilly streets, Hong Kong Island is the perfect spot. And if you can't decide where you want to stay, why not experience both? Traveling on a budget? I would suggest you to stay at the Kowloon side of the city, as it is comparatively cheap and found this part of the Hong Kong much more authentic. I stayed at the Mahjong hostel at To Kai Wan for 2 nights and it costed me 6,362 rupees. This is nowhere cheap for a hostel, but trust me, this hostel was way better than my hotel, as it was super close to MTR and bus station. Both were in like 600 meter range and the path wasn't hilly at all. The hostel was clean, cozy and comfortable. I wouldn't have any problem if I stayed there for my whole trip, as the city is well connected and you won't have any trouble getting from one side of the city to another. For the next 3 days, I stayed at the Bishop Lee International House at mid-levels. The main reason for me to book this property is that I'm a party person, and this hotel was only 500 meters from the Hong Kong's main party street, Lam Kai Fong. But here's a little twist. I didn't know that this area gonna be super hilly, and trust me, walking that steepy 500 meters when you're dead drunk is not an easy task. In the streets of Hong Kong, your guy is drunk and walking alone. The hotel costed me 24,000 Indian rupees or around 2200 Hong Kong dollars for 3 nights. The room was clean, however it was super small with a very small bed. But I guess this is Hong Kong for you. Though the view was surprisingly amazing, the staff was friendly, provided all the necessary things. Again, I was dead drunk to realize it all when I needed them the most. So now let's talk about food. Honestly, I don't have any specific recommendations for you, but there are endless number of stalls and restaurants to explore, so just jump in the line for whatever looks or smells good. A long line is usually a sure sign that you are about to hit the jackpot, and just make sure to bring some cash along with you. Okay, so now let's hit the road and explore the vibrant, colorful neighborhoods of this bustling city. Be sure to visit the Central Business District, where towering buildings rise like a canyon of architectural marvels. Simsha and Kowloon are fantastic, centrally located neighborhoods known for their outstanding food, vibrant shopping scene, and energetic atmosphere. They boast a stunning waterfront promenade with perfect views of the iconic skyline and are super close to must-visit markets like Temple Street, Night Market, and Sneaker Street. Don't miss the Symphony of Light show at Avenue of Stars every night at 8 p.m. Mongkok is another lively area full of energy and excitement, while the charming Soho area at Central on Hong Kong Island is perfect for wandering. So stroll through these streets and you'll feel like you've been transported back in time. Enjoy the old stairways, side streets branching off from the Hollywood Road. Don't forget to visit the Monster Building at Quarry Bay to get a glimpse of a different side of Hong Kong's life. Visit Hong Kong's lovely temples and monasteries. Start your journey with one of Asia's most stunning sights, the towering Tian Buddha, surrounded by the lush green mountains of Lantau Island. As the largest sitting Buddha in the world, its sight surely will take your breath away. Right across the Buddha, you'll find a beautiful complex of temples. And getting to the Buddha is actually half the fun. Just hop onto a cable car at Tung Chung and enjoy a 20-minute drive with breathtaking views over the island. Next, make your way to Manmo Temple, a hidden gem right in the heart of the Central on Hollywood Road. It's a magical and spiritual place full of charm. Find some peace and soak in the serene atmosphere. Talking about the serene atmosphere, visit Victoria Peak for some of the most breathtaking views of the city. There are a few ways to reach the top, and the Peak Tram is my top recommendation. It is a fun, easy and quick way to get there, but the lines can be incredibly long. To skip the hassle, I suggest booking your tram tickets online. I use Klook and breeze past the ticket line for a smooth and convenient experience. Alternatively, you can take a taxi to the top, which takes about 15 minutes and costs roughly the same as a tram. Once you're up there, you'll find an observation deck that's 300 feet above the original viewpoint. It's worth the extra $7 or so to check it out, but honestly, the original viewpoint has been there since 1920s, and the view is just as spectacular today. So, step to the edge, gaze down at the vibrant city glittering far below, and soak in the incredible vista of one of the most stunning harbors in the world. Enough with all this nature and shit, it's time to enjoy the Hong Kong's excellent nightlife. So hit the streets of the Len Kai Fong, the area with the busiest and the all-around craziest nightlife in the city. Here the bars become so busy the crowds sort of pile out onto the street, and overall it's an awesome experience. Do some bar hopping here. My recommendation, go to Bobby's Rebel at Wyndham Street, a 90s theme bar, if you're like me and love the 90s pop culture, you're gonna fall in love with this place. Enjoy their craft beer, eat fried chicken and tide when you go back home. The staff here is absolutely amazing, the crowd was energetic and the DJ was phenomenal. Here you can get lit with the locals, make some bad decisions and have an unforgettable night that you won't remember. I always like to end my trip with some simplicity, away from all the hustle bustle of the city. So I went to Repulse Bay Beach on my last day. Hong Kong might be a fast-paced, hectic global city, but what I love most is just outside the city, you can escape to beaches, mountains, islands, and villages that feel worlds away from the bustling urban city. And my personal travel motto, just allow yourself to get lost. Every corner has something incredible to offer, with surprises waiting down every alley, road, or market. If something catches your eye, walk towards it. I'm completely in love with this place. Who knows what Hong Kong will look like in next 10 years, but I can't wait to return. Till then, keep traveling, you dirty badgers. Until we meet again.